Hello everyone, welcome back. Um, it's been a little bit. It's July week 2 in game, and basically all we've been doing is knocking out contracts quite heavily. So we've got the combine put away at the moment. Obviously, it's raining, but we finished off that wheat and rye field. Um, set of contracts, and we did another one of barley, I think. And so yeah, the harvester's just there. We'll get it out again, I'm sure, so we don't need to be too neat about everything. And then we've been doing some cultivating as well. We're halfway through a big contract that will take us the whole month, basically, that I've just been kind of slogging away at off camera. So we were going to go out this morning, but as it's raining, we'll give that a miss for the time being. But as you can see, we're doing field 24. I think we're about a quarter of the way through, so lots and lots left to do. But it's just, for me, it's quite nice because you can just go up and down watching something on the other monitor and it's fine. But I'm doing a little video today, partly because I've run out of content and I know it's been a week since I posted anything, because I had a bit of a break from Farming Simulator and a bit busy doing real life stuff, so that's fine. But you can see here two things. First of all, we've got these pallets of pig food now because we're getting low. We go here, yeah, we're really running out of food. We did sell off all the slurry just with the red truck and the tank on the back of that, but we're getting low on food, low on straw, and still got a month and a half left before we sell these pigs. As you can see, our money's pretty healthy. We got 58k. The other thing is we sold off these two little corn grist mills. I think they were worth about 5k each. So we sold that, and the main point of this video is we're going to run down to the store in the white and pick up hopefully something that will help us with the pig feeding and help us expand the pig operation once we get enough land to actually support it. So lights and hazards on, and we'll just head down to the store this morning because a few weeks ago now we ordered from Europe, I think it came from Finland, our mystery tool that will grind up all pig food for us. So that'll be, like I said, hopefully that'll be really good. And it worked out, coincidentally. I was playing around trying to come up with a solution to the pigs, and then this is a new mod that's appeared on the mod hub in the last week or two. So perfect timing, really. You can see here we've got our 2 fields of beans, and then the corn's all growing up, so I think that's okay. And technically we go here, yeah, our grass is all ready to harvest as well. I think I heard someone say that you can leave it another month after the ready to harvest state. Oh, it's the rain's letting up now, which is good. Yeah, I think someone said you could leave it another month after the ready to harvest state, and it will actually grow another layer. So we might do that, or we might just cut it. I'm not sure. And again, I'm not sure how much of that I'll show because it's only been fairly recently that we did that whole little series of videos on our silage making. So we'll probably maybe just chop it all up into one video to like combine all the different processes, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so done that. We put some fertilizer down on that, I think. I'm at the point where I can't remember what we actually filmed. I think we filmed putting fert down, didn't we? But yeah, if we go to the precision farming, pH is all okay. Nitrogen, it looks bad, but actually for grass, it's I think 50 is what's needed, and then none on beans, lots on the corn. So that's all fine. And yeah, we're just coming up. Well, once we round the corner, we'll get to the field we've been working on, and you can just kind of take a look, because it is a massive field. It's deceptive actually for not being a 4x map. Some of the fields are pretty big, and 34 actually, I don't realise. I think I might have done one contract in field 30, but I haven't done any work in 34. I've done 22 a few times, different things in it, and 24 now as well a couple times. So yeah, we're getting familiar with the map, and there's some really big fields to expand to, although we'll have to set our sights a little smaller at the end of this year. We did actually this mystery tool. I'll keep giving hints on the drive, I guess. It cost us, it appeared in the used market, which is why we bought it when we did, even though we're not going to start actually producing corn for the next few months. It cost $30-something thousand, I think, but you have to remember we got 10k back from selling the old mills, so for 25 I think we got a pretty good deal, considering I nerfed the loan amount. So you see there all of this field that runs all the way like down alongside the town. We've been doing, we've taken a big chunk, but still more to do. So I'll get headed back out after we've picked the mystery implement and taken it back to the yard. But yeah, as I've said before, planning wise, either field 13 or 19 would be really ideal, and I was a bit pessimistic about whether we'd be able to get any land, because I also want to buy the big John Deere mulch tiller for the to put on the Steiger for this fall, so we can actually get out and use that for once. So it's been sitting for coming up to a year now, I think. But yeah, let's see there. That's what our new pig food solution is, basically. So it's a bit unconventional for the States. As we said, we imported it from Finland. The dealership set that all up for us, which is really nice of them. And I haven't really taken a proper look. I only got the call yesterday that it'd all come in, so we'll have a poke around and just check it out, because it's a really interesting piece of kit in real life as well. But in game, I haven't even played around with this interactive stuff. What's that do? Let's put the PTO on and have a look. That's like an additional tank. Oh, I should start from the basics and just explain what this is basically. So it replaces the CCM mill. You can pour corn straight into it, and because of the limitations of the game and how it's not a production, it'll instantly grind it up and produce corn grain grist out the side, which is really nice. It basically works as a smaller version of the Maize Plus mill, wherever that is, the Starter, is it? Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a small version of this that is nowhere near the size. This requires nearly 300 horsepower, whereas this little one, which I think is in animals, yeah, only needs 130 horsepower, so that's fine. So it's a bit damaged, we'll need to repair it, but that's alright. Pipe out with O. And then, yeah, you can unload onto the floor or into a trailer or mixer wagon, I guess. I'm still... Is that actually changing the pipe angle? Oh yeah, yeah, I'm just being silly if we crouch there. That's really cool. And then in real life, sadly not in the game, what you can do is this sort of archway here basically is a mini ag bagger for it's a shame that that part hasn't been implemented with the mod, but I guess it'd be quite hard to make it do two different functions. But in real life you can make CCM silage stuff right from the get-go. Yeah, we'll give this a quick check over, just make sure it's all safe, and then fold that up. Yeah, then we'll head back to the yard. Okay, so that should be all good to go. Shall we make sure we actually take the full kit with us back from the shop? Don't want to have to come back for any stuff. And yeah, we'll head out. So I do quite like the fact that this is bright purple, just for some colour variety, which as you can see from the vehicles on our farm, we don't tend to stick to one colour or have any brand loyalty or anything, but with colour as well, it's quite nice to have it all really varied, in my opinion. I know some people will probably think it looks a bit stupid in bright purple, but there we go. Yeah, so in terms of like future plans for the videos on the channel, they might have to go down to like one a week for a while, just until I start building up enough to have a bit of a backlog, because things are getting a bit busier, not in a bad way. I went to my first classic car show of the season the other day, which all went well, so it's a sign that well, show season's coming up on us quite quickly, and I do kind of dabble around with that, take my cars to shows and just meet up, have a bit of a social with people, so that all takes time away from where in the winter I'd be spending more time playing Farming Simulator. But not an issue. I'm still really enjoying this map, so we're obviously going to keep going and own everything. Which is scary, looking at our tiny little corner up there. Ooh, drifting as I'm saying that. Yeah, Nate has been working for us, doing all the combine contracts, which is really good. Maybe should have waited there, he's coming up a bit quick, but that's alright. yeah, Nate's been proving himself a really competent combine driver, so that's fantastic. And it's really opened my eyes to how much we were struggling before we had a worker, and I'm starting to think maybe we need to find someone else just to help in the downtime that Nate maybe can't help us, or some of the further fields. We combined field 33 down here, which isn't too far away, but that was still enough that the combine was just starting to wait while we were drawing the gravity wagons to and fro. So I guess we could either expand our setup with an auger wagon, which would stop the need to constantly ship stuff to and fro, but also if we had another driver that would be quite handy as well. So we'll have to see about that. So yeah, in terms of contracts, as I said, oh, and actually field 17 contracting, oh, that is literally this long field here. We've been doing a lot of cultivating, which doesn't quite sit right with me, because the way that I have the textures in Farming Simulator, I like to plough first and then cultivate in, because it feels a bit of a cop-out using that cultivator and producing like basically nearly seed bed straight from stubble, just with the little tine harrow type thing. So yeah, I'm not sure whether to accept that or not. I think we'll wait and see how we get on field 24 for a bit first. But yeah, you can see that that's going to give us $30,000. We have stopped using the borrow items button to counteract a few other kind of balancing things I've been doing, but yeah, not sure one way or another. But the harvesting contracts seem far too poorly rewarding given how much work goes into it. I think we got 8 grand from that field 33 one, and obviously we refund all the produce, but cultivating feels like too high priced, so I don't know, maybe I'm being picky, but we'll leave it for now. Don't know whether to do a real try to keep it more realistic, or well, I do try to keep it realistic anyway, but I also would like to push to owning as much land as possible. Anyway, we've got this all back. We'll probably get it straight in the workshop for repairs on it, because it was used. It was like an ex-demo one from Finland, so it does have a few hours on. I didn't actually see how much. Can you tell from... No, not from there. Yeah, so it's got 6 hours on it. It's very lightly used, but some of the paint's a bit scuffed up and that. So we'll just make sure it's all operating correctly, and then we can tuck it in with the feeder wagon until fall, really, which is still down here. Yeah, they're out of the way. And we got the skid steer in here now because we're running pallets of pig food in. So our feeding's going to get expensive for a while. And how many pigs do we have? Yeah, we've still got 60. So we're going to keep 2, I think. Got our numbers right down. So keep 2 sows, which will give us an average of 10 piglets each. So then we'll only have 20 to care about rather than 60, which will be a lot better. You can see our beans here in narrow rows are starting to fill out, so that's all good. And again, pH and nitrogen is perfect. The only thing we could do to boost it more is use a roller in future, I think. And then again here our corn, perfect. So they're both growing up well, and that's all fine. Right, so I think I'll leave it here. Done a little bit of an update. Just this isn't normally the sort of thing I'd make into a video, but because I've had nothing come out for the past week, thought I could just do a bit of a walk around, film us picking up that mystery thing, the CCM mill, and then have a bit of content just to keep us going through the kind of the drought of stuff going on our own farm, really, because I'm doing field 24 just in sections while watching TV episodes, so I can't really do any filming on that. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one, which is hopefully going to be a bit more exciting after all this contracting season is over and we can start doing more of our own stuff. Probably a little hay compilation maybe. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.